Brian Miner Gig Log episode 15. Should I just call this therapy? Because that's what it is. I get to get my feelings out, show you guys some gigs, have a good time. Listen, my wife won't kiss me anymore. That's where we're at now, okay? I've let this go too far, it seems, because she'll no longer kiss me. No, she'll kiss me, but it's one of these, like, one of them kind of things where it just, she's done with this. She doesn't like it. She wants me to get rid of it. I've had a lot of people telling me that they like it. Looks good on me. And I'm just kind of, I'm caught because sometimes when somebody tells me they don't like something about me, I just keep doing it just to rub it in their face. My wife called me on that. She's like, you're doing that because I don't like it. I'm like, well, I'm a bad boy. But anyway, I was just kind of hoping she'd get used to it because I like myself better like this. But apparently I'm disgusting like this. And I can't kiss my wife. So I'm at a crossroads. I don't know what to do next. I still get one of these, like I said. But I ain't getting like, she's not going to go all up in it, So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And by the way, too, I'm trying to stay in shape. I don't want to be old and fat like I am. I'm trying to, not do that as much. But as long as Aldi's sells these right here, as long as Aldi's has these, you're going to see a fat guitar player in the Dirt Road Rockers. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just going to be straight up with you. I'm going to be fat and gross, and I don't care. It's worth it. Them things are the bomb. This is episode 15. I've got 6 gigs in this thing, and I just kind of want to roll through these. We'll watch the little edited things that I make. I'm kind of proud of the last one, the Sweetwater and the wedding that we played up in the UP. I'm kind of proud of it. There's some neat little editing stuff I did for fun. It'll probably be stupid. My wife says it's dumb, but I think it's pretty funny, I guess. Look, man, I'm 50 years old. I'm trying to have fun here. Thanks for being here, by the way. It means the world to me that you take the time to actually watch these things. And, oh, by the way, I have my What Happens in Conesville Stays in Conesville shirt on because last episode, a good buddy of mine, one of my favorite drummers of all time that I've ever played with in a band. So you got to be careful how you say things. Anyway, John Nelson, drummer of Cheese Pizza, he messaged me and said some nice things, and he watches the gig log, and I was quite impressed because I didn't think that he would waste his time on this stupid stuff. But hey, man, thanks. And thanks to everybody that's here. I'm surprised at how many people click on these things. So this shirt is from one of the gigs we did in Cheese Pizza. It was in Conesville, obviously, at a bike rally, and Thunder in the Sand, right? So let's see. You see that? I don't know. Maybe the chair's blocking it. Anyway, it's 2012 is how long ago that was. That should be just a little painful, John. But I remember walking to the stand to buy the shirt. Them are some of the memories I have of people that I respect. I respect John Nelson. He's a great drummer. I bought this shirt. He was with me. I got this as a memory because, how often do you get to play a biker rally being the guitar player of Cheese Pizza? All right. That was a fun show. And if I did a gig log back then, I would either be disowned by my family or arrested because it was a different world before kids. Yes, that was before kids. And clothing was optional. Anyway, so we'll move forward. This is the gig log. Thanks for being here. This is going to be fun. So I'm going to start with the first show, which I can't remember what it was. So let's add it to the stage here. Okay. It's the Yard Arm in Dubuque. Okay, so let's check this out. Back at the Yard Arm. It's hot. It's a hot one. And this looks like I found out where I'm going to take my breaks. Yeah, there's a boat behind the stage at the Yard Arm in Dubuque, and it's basically just a houseboat sitting behind there, and you can climb up in it, and then I didn't know this, but you could go down into the hole, and you're basically backstage looking out through a window in a boat, which is very interesting. But here we go, Yard Arm. This is where I'm going to take my breaks, right back there. Dude, you could actually get in this boat and go in there. You know what? I'm putting the shades on. That's sexy. Yeah, so I'm looking at the camera because finally they're out there dancing, right? It took forever. Finally, we get like 5 dancers. I love this song. Be up early. Sorry, that was my best country I could do. All right, so I leave this stuff in there because I want to illustrate just how, I don't know, unglamorous it is sometimes to be in a working band that's working all the time. I mean, look, we draw pretty good, but a lot of these bars want to start the band at 8:30 or whatever, and then you have people still at home getting ready. I mean, none of these girls don't go out before 10. I'm just saying. They don't go out until like 10:30, and they have to be perfect or whatever, and you know, I mean, they'll break a heel and throw up out the car window on the way home, but they've got like 3 hours to do that, and they're going to start that at about 11 or 10, and then they're going to 1:30 throwing up Hardee's outside of the car. I mean, I'm just saying that's how it usually goes, but this gig, it took a while to get them out there dancing. We could tell, okay, we're getting them drunk. This is going to be fun. That's our job. Get them drunk. That's what we're supposed to do. So, and by the way, these shades I love these things. You can see my whole rig in them though. See, if you look in there real close, you can see the whole, what I'm looking at. It's pretty interesting, right? It's like I just broke the 5th wall with you guys. That's pretty cool. You hear the girl screaming the chorus. Let somebody! It's like, Jesus. Sorry about that. Song's fun to play. This is called paying the bills right there.
And I'm on a boat. This is the boat. I'm down in the hole, like in it. Right. So there's the bar out there. I'm in this boat that's behind the stage here. Isn't that cool?
All right, that was the yard arm. Look, something I realize about most of these gigs that I do, besides, you know, being a fat old man playing guitar in them, but I usually, when I get to any gig, the first thing I'm going to do probably is look for a place to hide. I don't like people sometimes talking to me when they're drunk. See, I don't drink a lot when I'm out playing. I had an epiphany maybe, and I realized that when I used to do this when I was younger, the reason I quit doing it was because I felt like crap so many times. Like the Sunday after a gig, and then the older I got, the harder it was to get past that, you know, and the hangovers and the headaches and what did I say last night and all that stuff happens, and then I get freaked out. So I realized that just being sober in this band as much as I can, obviously if my wife comes with me, I might tie one on, but for the most part, I'm going to try to stay sober and be in control of things and not feel so bad, because I can't really take that anymore. That's what I do, is I look for a place to hide, and I've played the yard arm 3 or 4 times now and didn't even know that there was a boat that I could hide in. See, now I know. Every time we play the yard arm, see ya. I'm back in the boat by myself, hiding. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't care that your cousin can play Eruption by ear. I don't care that you have a Stratocaster at your grandma's house. I don't know what you want to talk to me about, but I don't care. Unless it's about football or like recipes for meatloaf or cheesy corn. There's such thing. We'll talk about that in the next gig log. But, recipes, they're fun. But I don't care about guitar talk really that much. I love playing guitar, but I don't care that you talk dirty to me once at a party. I don't care. Anyway, moving on here. We're going to go to the next thing, add stage. All right, so Rascals.
All right, well, while I have
this is fun.
I know you're busy. I always like to bother people when they're doing stuff.
Okay, great.
And they're working hard. Because then you answer questions.
Right.
Honestly. Because you just want to get done with them.
Right.
So who's the coolest Beatle?
It's got to be John, doesn't it?
Everybody else has been saying Ringo. everybody else.
I mean, Ringo's cool because he's been with us like Paul has for so long. So we've seen what he's all about. We lost John 40 years ago.
Yeah.
We didn't see what he was all about. But up until that point, he was changing the world. So
you're saying John?
Saying John.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Ringo fan here.
Sound check. Rascals in Moline has a great sounding PA system. It is loud, and they can run a mix in there. I think this was the after party or something after What's His Nuts played at the Mark, or I'm gonna call it the Mark. See? And I'll probably get some feedback through my guitar. I'll hold a note and then it'll start to feed back, which is what normal amps do, but I'm not playing through an amp. But it's loud enough in there that it did feedback. I had them put it in the monitor a little bit so I could get some feedback. And it was cool. I get really excited about it here in a second. You'll see. When I saw you out with your friends, gotta have my coffee. And that's why you can hear the guitar, is because there's a monitor aiming back at the camera. So here we go. Yeah, baby. I love it, man. I love it. Morgan Wallen. That's who it was playing at the whatever, and this is the after party. Weird. So yeah, I didn't know before I joined this band any of these country people. I mean, you could say Travis Tritt and I'll be like, I don't know who these people are. And with Morgan Wallen, I don't know. I don't know. My wife knew some of it. She's like, oh, that guy's getting really popular and all the girls like him. I'm like, okay. And then I saw a picture of him and he had a mullet at the time. And I'm thinking, what? He looks like my junior high picture. You know what I mean? He's a dork. But the dude's got women all over the place. I'm pretty sure that when he canceled them shows, it was because he was like doing it with a bunch of girls in a hotel room and drunk and doing cocaine off of butts and stuff. I'm telling you, this dude has chicks everywhere. Anyway, he was playing at the Tech Slayer, and so we were doing the after party. And it's funny, we talk about this as a band. Every time we do one of these after parties, people tend to think, you know, they start calling us and saying, hey, can you get us in, man? I can't wait to meet Morgan Wallen. It's going to be awesome. Listen, when a band's doing an after party, the band that they're doing the after party for probably has no idea about the after party that we're doing and that we're playing. It's not like Morgan Wallen is going to be in there like, having some beers, watching. He's not going to be there. He doesn't even know that we're doing it. So quit being nice to us all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? And trying to act like you're going to get in and meet your dude or whatever. So, I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. So what's the next gig here? Jimmy O's. I thought was really weird when I showed up. The stage was wonky and it was just kind of a weird gig. But halfway through the show, I think I realized I belong up there playing guitar, and it just felt good. And I realized that people were listening, and I was having fun, and they were feeding off of my energy. Let's watch the gig. It's going to be silly to most of you, but for me, I realized I was where I belong, and that was on stage playing guitar. So here we go. Every now and again, we do a really weird gig. Pulling up to this one, I just had a feeling. I don't know, I had a weird feeling, but here we go. I'll show you what's happening here.
Well, you think it's gonna be all right?
What am I walking in? Sand?
Yeah, yeah.
And here we go, folks.
Okay, you're looking at the space that I have to stand in. Okay, so I'll show you this again. Okay, see this? There's the edge of the stage and then a fence, my pedal board, and then a light. You see that light there with the legs sticking out in front of me? That is, it's dangerous. It's hard to stand, and you have to be cognitive of the fact that that leg's sticking out, and if you fall, you could go over the fence. It's bad. Okay, so you got this little, and then the cymbals behind me, the stands for the cymbals, they're poking out, and so my elbow, it's a tight spot, right? But you find that little area, and then you live there, and then you get used to it, and every now and again you forget, and you kind of trip a little bit, and you're like, damn it. But it takes a professional to be able to rock 2 feet of space like that. A professional, okay? All right. Now that we have that straightened.
Here I am talking into a camera by myself in front of everybody. Yeah. For all the 300 people that watch these stupid things, but yeah, strange. Not much room up here. Let's see what happens. Time for the raffle.
That's how we got up on the stage. See that ladder? That's how we got on the stage. And Wyatt fell off of that. He did. So we had some drinks, and Wyatt bit it off of there somehow. He's okay. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Thank you, everybody, again, and enjoy the rest of your night.
I'm doing that to Penny. I'm trying to squish Penny's head. She's the greatest.
That was good, man. Pretty good. That was good.
You probably can't hear it, but I'm shredding. I'm getting into that zone where I'm seeing the guitar neck. It's inspiring. It sounded good somehow.
So I'm on my first break right now at the Street Fest here. Jimmy U's. So I'm just hanging out by the truck here. And the thing that's most overwhelming or most noticeable right now, aside from the gig, weird setup, whatever, people, the smell of whatever food truck that is down there is absolutely, it's the greatest smell I've ever smelled in my life. I don't know what they're selling. I think somebody said egg rolls, but whatever that truck is, it smells like heaven. I'm gonna go check it out and see what it is.
Okay, it was difficult because that truck smelled so good. I was salivating all over myself, and it just had this smell I've never smelled before. I kept talking about it on stage, and they were laughing at me, but I'm serious. I was drooling on myself. Someday down the road, I'll try this place. I couldn't that night because I was playing and I didn't want to be all fat and tired. You know, because sometimes we eat at the wrong time, you just get tired and want to go to bed. Anyway, that was really good stuff.
You played a band with this fucker. He's crazy as fuck. No, he's one of the most famous people I know. For real?
Okay, so a little explanation here. That's Doug Brundy's, and he was supposed to be playing an acoustic gig somewhere, but he didn't feel well, and he stopped by on his way, just walking by somehow. I don't know how he got there, and was talking to us. And I love conversations with Doug Brundy's. He's funny, but he was telling me, man, I'm gonna get in trouble if they see that I'm here. He couldn't sing. It wasn't that he was sick. He's supposed to be like dying in bed or something. He just couldn't. His voice was gone, so he couldn't do the gig. He could still go out and have fun. Jesus. Anyway, you're fine, Doug. Ain't nobody gonna not hire you anymore because you came to the Dirt Road Rocker show and smoked a
What? I got this. I'm Mick. Shut the fuck up. You don't even have to say nothing. Let me just. Sorry. I'm not here. I'm not here.
live on Facebook, everybody. We have a lot of fun in this band. I just realized if you were to describe my stage look, it's like I'm ready to rock and I'm also ready to change your oil at the same time. Like I could be, hey, pull in, go ahead, pull in, up, right, that's enough, right there. Look like I could be that guy, and I could also be the guitar player in a band. You know, that's the kind of look I'm going for. I'm gonna continue. I like it. Some pictures. Jerry's mom was there. It was cool. Penny, she's the greatest. She was there. It was a good time. That was a really fun show.
Look at this downtown shit going on. What's going on down here? This downtown shit. See, I'm too old for this crap. There's people just walking around and shit. There's a truck back there. Just park wherever you want, cowboy. Hell yeah. Oh, hookers. I'm telling you, there's hookers. Like, Davenport has like real hookers. This is the real deal. Look at it. What a better way to get stabbed. Just come down here in Davenport and start talking shit like I am. You want to get stabbed? Yeah, perfect way. What the fuck? See, look at these people walking around. Like,
this is after the gig. My ride home.
Wild. Green light. I don't even know what's going on. Look, there's people everywhere. Wow. So this is what people do.
Remember them days?
Then they come here to Brady Street and they race up the hill. What happens in Davenport? That's just a day in the life right there.
That is true. Okay, so that was Jimmy O's. Why did I have so much fun that night? Because I felt like I was playing well and it felt good to be on stage. I think I was, every now and again, like every 3 or 4 gigs, I'm reminded of just how lucky I am to be doing something I really love to do, and I get paid for it, and handsomely. So my life right now is pretty good. I'm pretty happy. The people around me, not so much, because I'm busy a lot, but once this is in your blood, it's in your blood, and then it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop doing that.
We're at Pond Central getting the rusty ass guitars worked on. Tony Carducci can advertise now. His gag order is off. So if you need your guitar worked on, bring it down here to Pond Central. He's gonna get that rust off of there. Look at that. What Tony's doing today is he's getting new strings, cleaning that bridge up. On my other guitar, he's putting a new 5-way in for me, and he says he can do it all for like under $2,000.
Way under $2,000.
Way.
And by the way, just so you know, before he gives any guitars back, he sweeps arpeggios all over them first, so that they kind of want to stay with him, and then he has to hand them back to me. And I'm just going to do pentatonics on it. So
I'll put the pictures up as they go.
Am I not wiping properly, Tony?
I don't know about the other side, but the guitars, no. Yeah, that's all sweat, man. Have a couple drinks, sweat it out while you're on stage.
Is that a pube? Gross, man.
That's why I have gloves.
Bring your guitars down here. Pond Central, check it out. Make everybody dizzy.
that was a lot of fun. And no, I didn't get paid. Well, I did get paid a little bit to do that. it's not like they're a sponsor. I mean, they should be. But I got a bag of picks as payment for doing that. Well, not really, but I took them. I mean, heck, that's like $15 worth of advertising at least right there, right? I mean, if one person was like, hey, I'm going to take it where Brian takes his guitars. Hi, Tony. And he makes $60 putting strings on, then, you know, the picks, I don't know. I'm not a very good businessman when it comes to this shit. I mean, I went down there. I think Tony does good work, and he did a good job, and I took my guitars there, and I thought, hey, I should video him and give him some business if people want to go down there. Anyway, he does a great job, gets it done quick for you, and he knows what he's doing. So there you go, Pawn Central. Thanks for the picks. All right, what was that last gig we just did? Oh, we just did Jimmy O's. Let's do this. What's next? Oh, well, the Ridge. Okay.
All right, so I'm driving to the Ridge. Where's the Ridge? It's somewhere out here in Bettendorf. I played here before. I know it's on this strip right here somewhere. Ah, is that it? It is. It's the Ridge. Here we go. Well, let's see who else here. Oh, yeah. Wyatt is in a suit. Wyatt's in a fucking suit. Okay. Looking nice. Looking dapper. Flip's Pancake House. That'd be a cool gig. Book it, Wyatt.
Hey, can of Diet Pepsi. You get the cans here still?
Hi.
Just a can of Diet Pepsi if you got it. How are you?
Coors Light already, huh?
I love Coors Light.
It's fucking noon, Wyatt.
I have a problem. Noon. Is this a group for support?
Your noon drinking has affected us in the following ways.
Actually, we started at 7, don't we?
Do we? Bobby, you could have had a drink of Rogers Diet Pepsi if you want.
We're done at 10. 7 to 10.
What? Why is that? I thought it was 7 to 11.
Dig
He's all
it.
pissed. He wants to play an extra hour.
Dig it, man. We got to
I'm
get
usually
up.
the guy that wants to quit.
I know.
We're on the road at 8 tomorrow.
I know.
Don't forget that.
Where are we leaving from, by the way?
Yeah, don't Brian's house.
I'm homeless, dude, so.
I love summertime. Love playing outside, smelling the air. You know, again, not many people early on. It's a Thursday, I think. That's a Thursday night. Okay, so this is why I'm not drunk here, but there might have been a joint passed around at some point, just like at Jimmy O's. I think somewhere that they were smoking in the audience, and the joint came up my way. Hey, Mom, I'm sorry. Okay, I hit the joint, and that just makes me play better sometimes. It just does. But I had one this night that I was trying to smoke. I couldn't get the damn. It was tiny. And I was trying to, and I was trying to grow this thing. I didn't want to set it on fire, but I was trying to hit this joint, and I couldn't really get a good pull off of it. But this is kind of why I'm not allowed to talk in the mic much. And I believe I was fired from Lynn Allen for doing just this type of shit right here, and fired myself from Drop Hammer and Dive Bomb and Third Rail because of this kind of stuff. But this is true, Brian, in full-fledged, what did he just say? Fashion. And, some people, like Penny, she probably thinks that I think I'm proud of myself or something for this stuff. I'm really not. I mean, like Wyatt would say, I hate myself, especially after I say stuff like this out loud to a whole room of people. At first, I thought that this couple that I'm talking to on the side over there, I thought they were brother and sister or something, but then I think they were. Anyway, when they were making out at the end of the night, I don't know what was in the drinks or anything like that, or what was in that little joint, but they weren't brother and sister at the end of the night. Anyway, the girl was there. This is the day that Trump came, or the day after that Trump came and ate at the treehouse. Okay, so people were tripping, and a lot of people got to meet him. Some people didn't, and somebody there said that they got to meet Trump, and I'm going to play on that. I'm going to riff on it for a second, and tell me if you think it's funny.
Anybody get to meet Trump yesterday?
Yes, actually.
You did? Are you the one that got a titty sign, or? Dynamite, everyone. And in the lawsuit, it's BRI.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear what I said there, I said, so who got to meet Trump? She said, I did, whatever. And I said, oh, so were you the one that got her titties signed? And I thought that was funny because I heard that he was signing. Anyway, and as I said it, I thought that I was still being funny. And then when Wyatt was talking about like if there's a lawsuit or whatever, and apparently the laughs were quick and abrupt because they couldn't control themselves when they laughed at first, but then they stopped laughing. And then it became like awkward for a second. I said awkward. Did I say awkward? Awkward for a second. I don't know if you caught that, but I don't know. Afterwards, I was thinking, ooh, did I make people mad? Because sometimes you got to pull the trigger sometimes and just try to be funny. And I pulled the trigger. And I don't know if I offended people or what happened there, but you be the judge. I don't know. Maybe I did. I'm not sure. But that's Brian Miner right there.
You did? Are you the one that got the titty signed, or?
I mean, it's funny. It's funny. So cheesy. Not a hard lick to play, but it sounds so good when you get rolling in it. And by the way, it's so cool to play a gig on Thursday night and watch Thursday night football as well. And I'm getting paid. It was the Giants and somebody. I can't remember who it was. Oh, 49ers. Yeah, watching a football game, playing guitar, smoking a tiny joint. Great night. And I think I just broke a string. Outside, summertime, we got to enjoy that because it's starting to get colder and winter's coming, which we're getting there on this gig log. What's next here? Let's add this one. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm getting at. Okay, so this is a Sweetwater. I've been waiting to get to this part of the gig log because, you know, I've been in a lot of bands and I've played a lot of shows, but it's usually in the same market, right? You're in Davenport, Moline, Rock Island, you know, you play the little circuit. I think the farthest that I used to go was like Chicago or something. And that's fine. But this band plays all over the place. And again, the traveling to me is some of the funnest part. But of course, my family, you know, being gone all weekend, leaving on a Friday morning, not coming home until Sunday night. It doesn't play well sometimes, but it's a lot of fun. And the experience, I've never been that far north. Okay. Sweetwater is up in Wisconsin and it's a drive. But then we went from there to Michigan up to the UP. So, but the first part of this trip is the Sweetwater show. And what was I getting at here? It was so neat. It was like dawned on me that, oh yeah, different parts of the United States see fall first, right? The northern states are going to see fall. So it looked like it was already past Halloween up there, or it was around Halloween time and it was still September, whatever, back home. And I found that fascinating. And that's part of what I love about being in this band is doing gigs like this. I had a blast. So here we go. This is Sweetwater. I love these gig logs for this reason right here. So what, are you just going to set them there for me to stare at all the way to Eagle River or what? No. Okay. I said we pop them open, man.
Hey, like breaking into a safe.
There it is, breakfast. Breakfast, folks. Yeah. Oh, it smells so.
Nothing better than breaking into a fresh bag of licorice, the aroma.
Oh, that's the best licorice in the world right there. It smells so good.
Ever tried these? The Urge?
We got the calendar shoot coming up. We got licorice, donuts.
We're good.
We're a band that cares about our health. Tip-top shape.
I'm not as fucking fast as I used to be. But he was 40 years old by then, you know? Wow. It's just weird how your mind knows, you know, what you should be doing, but your body don't react that way anymore.
Bob's over here by the pizza already. Ain't no pizza.
There ain't none yet, no. It is only 9 in the morning, ain't it?
Trees are starting to turn white.
Yes, they are. About 2 weeks it'll be real pretty.
Then 4 weeks it's gonna be ugly. In between. Haze. Gross.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Jared Bear, what's the snack of choice today?
This is some medium cheddar cheese.
Medium. I saw you eyeballing all the cheese in there.
I like cheese a lot.
You travel with people, you find out their weirdness, like what they like to snack on. Look at Bobby Boyd over here.
Powdered donuts.
I gotta balance out my donuts with some cheese.
Yeah. Yep. No, and if I get started on them, I told you already what happens if I get started on them.
You gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. Time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Sissy.
So you'll notice that I'm letting these play. I mean, these gig log edits are pretty neat. So these next 2 gigs, I'm not gonna interrupt them much. So have fun. I'll pop in every now and again, maybe. You know me. I'll probably bother you. It'll be irritating. Anyway, here is. Let's get back to this.
Girl, every now and then you get a night like this.
We're here.
Thanks, man.
A cow? Yeah.
This is the weirdest thing. Like, we're 6 hours north. The leaves are falling off the trees here. They're not doing this back home. It is September 20. Anyway, what's it doing back home? Not this. The trees aren't orange and red. This is fall already up north here. So cool. Look how beautiful. This is. Yep. They're falling off the trees. Again, now that it's this kind of weather that we're in right now, by the time I get this gig log out, it's not as cool, right? Because the leaves weren't turning here yet when I went up north. So that was really cool to see. Again, I know it looks like outside does right now here, but this is a month ago or more. This is over a month ago. Okay, so it was amazing to see. Leaves are falling.
Dang it.
I told you I'd irritate you. I have to talk crap. This is my therapy. I love talking to you guys. Thanks for being here. Okay, here we go.
I'll tell you what, and I'm gonna fucking sleep like a rock. I don't know why, really.
Okay, so I've been known to have the same cup of coffee all day. I think I got this one at 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock. Anyway, good news though, it's cold, but look what I found. Microwave.
My Bob's singing 20th Blaze on the Impala. My Bob's singing, so much wanna be a Impala.
Oh, that fucking goddamn thing. I thought they were saying shot collar. like a shot collar on a whatever, yeah. Shot collar. Fuck, dude. Hey, Raj.
Okay, so the star of the show finally shows up halfway through the gig log here, or towards the end, and the star of the show, Bobby Boyd. Everybody, welcome Bobby Boyd to the stage here. This is probably one of the better parts about being in this band. Everybody in this band's cool. I mean, I like everybody in this group. Roger, Jerry, Wyatt, all these people, they're fun. But sometimes you catch spontaneous things like this, and this is what I love. You know, this is where I'm alive. I'm doing stuff. I only wish that I could bring my family with me all the time so we could still be together. But it's like an old man fishing trip is what these things end up being like. We're staying in a lodge. We're camping, basically. I don't know. When you leave the band to themselves, there's no girls, no wives, nothing. We're left to our own devices here. So craziness ensues, and this is what happens. And sometimes spontaneously you catch moments like this. You know, Bob in his natural environment, you know, doing what Bob does. And he doesn't know he's being filmed. And when he notices, then he kind of ducks away. You saw that. He was like, oh, crap, what are you doing? And then he goes off to the side, right? So that's what you're seeing here.
Like a shock collar and a whatever, yeah. Shock collar. Fuck, dude. Hey, Raj, do me a favor, send Lisa that text message with you. Please don't take your love to town. You'll remind me later. Oh, do it now, god damn it.
Please don't take your love to town.
All right, well, Jerry's going to take his pants off. Sorry, I was doing a gig log.
Are you putting me on the...
I'll just put shirtless Wyatt on here.
Oh, don't do that.
It was very dead. There was nobody there. And I think I illustrated that by the ending of some of these songs.
You get fucking golf clap. It's Friday, though. They get there. Fiercely.
Okay, so I'm just showing right there, it's not always glamorous, right? We went all the way up there. We played the show. There wasn't anybody there. Apparently, the busy time of year for this club is the winter, because that's a lake out back there, and they have the snowmobile quarterfinals or semifinals of racing or whatever out there on that lake right behind that club, and it'll be packed in the winter. I mean, there'll be people coming there'll be people that come from all over the world to be at this area. So I think they make most of their money during the winter, and that's what these people up north, they want their lives to be snowy all the time. The summertime just pisses them off. I get to sing a few rock songs. It's cool. What do you say, Bobby? What happened? We had to turn down?
Doug Roger was really complaining that he couldn't hear you. I took it upon myself to kind of calm down and not play as hard. Trying to let you know.
Which takes all the energy out of everything.
So I'm toning it down a little bit myself.
Well, you knew that I would interrupt it probably right there. But what happened was the cops got called on us like twice. And they just kept shutting us down. And it wasn't like turn it down. It was like stop. Because it's too loud. Somebody's complaining. I don't know. Across the lake, there's no houses there. So I don't know who it was. Maybe it was the bar next door, their competition. I don't know. But the cops kept showing up, and Wyatt tried to talk them down. But the last time they showed up, Wyatt was like, we're done. We got to just shut it off now. And then we just got to have a good time. And that's what happened. So that's what Bobby's talking about here. We were trying to play softer, and you can't do that. You're trying to kick ass, even if there is only 20 people there. You're trying to kick ass. You want to sound good. We're a lot louder. We had the drum riser now, so the drums are up higher. Maybe that's what made it seem louder. I don't know. But, you wanted to thump, and then Jerry kept dialing it back, and then you take the thump out, and then if Bobby starts hitting light, then all of a sudden we're not even playing. We're not having fun anymore. So screw it.
It doesn't matter. I'd rather you play the
I
drums.
gotta help the cause, man.
Fuck, man.
That make me crazy.
Okay. Yeah. That's what happens sometimes. I don't know who them people were. I came in there and Wyatt and Bobby were having a drink at the bar, and I don't know who these girls are, but Bob's face, it's all about Bob's expression here, because them girls are having a good time. They don't care about us. They're not talking to us. They're not doing it. We just happen to witness what's going on here, but Bob's face means everything here. Watch Bob's face.
Oh, it's time again. It's time. Oh, Jesus! It's better. It's better than last time.
Oh my God.
Ab check.
2 inches of 90 mile an hour. That's all damage.
Not fucking eating after dinner. You gotta cut your food off like by 6 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
When you're watching TV at night at 10 o'clock, you're like, I want to eat. Yeah. Go to bed hungry, baby.
Yeah.
So how'd you feel about foreigners tonight?
I thought I fucking kicked fucking ass. Dude, I can't, let's put it this way. After playing it a few times, I'm at a level of, you can't play no better than me.
That's Bobby.
Right. Quick start time.
And maybe some chilies.
No. I'm sharing a room with you, so let's not do that.
Okay, let's do chicken noodle.
All right. Yeah. Well, this is gonna make a great rock video right here, fellas.
Duro Rockers on the prowl for some pizza tonight. Duro Rockers, and we're looking for some pizza tonight. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I got tucker and I got quicksand over here. I'm getting fucking stuck in quicksand.
All right, here, I gotta pause it real quick. Okay, I'm going big. Okay, so what was that all about? Where we were parked, there was a pile of sand on one side of the truck, and Bobby, when he gets really excited and he's having a really good time, and he's being Bobby, he starts to, you can't even understand what he's saying. He's right? So he thought he was sinking in the sand. He thought it was quicksand, and so that's what he was saying. He said, "Am I in quicksand over here?" And he's so funny. And of course, the stupid little video of the song, whatever, it's not a real Dirt Road Rocker song. It's me being silly. We're the Dirt Road Rockers on the prowl for some pizza tonight. Okay. Anyway, I have fun. I have fun with this stuff.
Jesus Christ. I got tucker and I got quicksand over here. I'm getting fucking stuck in quicksand.
He's got one slice left, and then Jerry would have eaten that whole fucking pizza. I am impressed, Jerry.
I told you I could do it. I ain't gonna do it though.
That is
I ain't
fucking.
gonna.
That's some skills.
That just happened.
That just happened right here in front of my eyes. I just watched Grumpy Bass Player fucking eat almost a whole pizza.
No, I can do it if I want, but I'm paying for it.
Paid for it. Well, I'm sharing a room with Wyatt. He just ate a half of one.
And some chili.
And some chili. And he nuked up some old taters from yesterday or some shit.
Oh yeah. It's gonna smell like rotten Hiroshima in there.
Wyatt.
Okay, so playing guitar is fun. Being in a band, all that stuff. It's neat. Getting paid, whatever we do. The travel, seeing places. But what you're seeing right now is the heart of the experience, And this right here is what it's all about. After the gigs, the laughs, So I left a lot of this because I hope that maybe you'd find it interesting or fun. Here we go. This is the best part of it to me.
Wyatt said that he was stuffed 4 slices of pizza ago.
Yeah, he did too. And he's like, "Hey, can I have some of that? Those,
I might need a cuddle.
those potatoes?"
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
I was like, "Oh God, the after hours has to be crazy." This is after hours.
Yeah, this is the rock star life right here.
Yeah.
So, fellas, tomorrow we could possibly see the Northern Lights. We'll be so far north.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't
Right?
that be the
That'd be
best?
super cool.
I mean, that would make my trip. Oh my God. God, I can only hope. Yeah.
That'd be cool if they are.
Oh,
Yeah. Can you see him if it's cloudy? Does it have to be like clear?
It has to be clear, probably.
You imagine if we saw a bear too? Bobby, that would be 2 things in our bucket list right there.
Wow. Now, here's another thing. You know that song, the Edmund Fitzgerald? The sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Gordon Lightfoot, right? That song?
So, yeah.
That's Lake Superior, bro. That's where that son of a bitch sank. Come on.
There's a ship in there.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, lots of them.
There's lots of ships in there.
You guys, okay, somebody get up on the phone. Edmund, come on, Gordon Lightfoot. That's one of my favorite fucking songs.
I will, Jesus. I will.
That's his second one today, though. Remember, because he carried the empty one
I
around
know.
the bar for a while.
And then the drink.
Are you familiar with this
Oh, okay,
motherfucker?
yeah.
Dude. That'd give you fucking goosebumps, man.
Or
Saw
what?
this fucker at the Adler Theater like 10 years ago.
You did? Gordon Lightfoot?
Fucking unbelievable.
Was it great?
Oh. I was just like,
Blown away.
I mean, man, I was fucking, yeah. I mean, come on. God damn.
Did you eat all that chicken?
I had 2 pieces here, yeah.
You ate them all.
Oh, yeah.
No lying. No lying. No fooling.
Fuck. I'm fucking bold, that son of a bitch.
I just want the chicken. Come on, man. I want 1 piece.
Oh shit, you should have told me.
Like a pack of dogs on a 3-legged cat.
Did you see him on that?
Yeah,
He has to say something. Goddamn.
All over that.
What the fuck?
He was undoing his pants and shit.
Nah. Fucking eating after dinner. You gotta cut your food off like by 6 or 7 o'clock. Go to bed hungry, baby.
I'm telling you, sometimes I question my life decisions. Now, I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I'd been sitting in Wisconsin in a fucking cabin with Wyatt, Bobby, Roger, and Jerry listening to this fucker sing about a sank ship.
Well, this wasn't on your bucket list?
I'm just saying, I think it was. I didn't even know I wanted it to be.
Jesus, Bob.
Did it?
Get that goddamn last year. Eat the crust. Come on.
I can't.
The searchers all
We're gonna look at that fucker tomorrow.
You're gonna see water.
I hope you hear that. The snoring. I can't be within 4 rooms of Bobby sleeping. After room with Jerry.
Got chilly. I mean, it's not cold, but it's not warm. And I'm getting wet. And I just walked under a tree that got me even more wet. It's not even that good of coffee. Don't judge me. Oh shit. Oh boy.
So annoying.
Bobby hates when it rains. I mean, he gets like emotionally distressed. And I don't know if he knew I was recording most of the time on this, but this is edited down, but he's really upset about it being like this. And he's just fun to listen to.
So annoying. I mean, I've lost all hope. I'm serious. then when we go to tear down, load the shit in the fucking wet ass fucking trailer and shit. God.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of pretty and peaceful.
Pretty. Jesus Christ. Pretty.
I mean, the trees are so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, with clouds and rain hanging over them. Yeah. Fuck.
I think if we go up today, we might be able to see the northern clouds.
The northern clouds.
Exactly. That's another thing. We'll go see them sons of bitches if it's cloudy. I mean, I don't know where to turn. I'm serious. I'm trapped. I'm fucking wrapped.
Roger. What emotions go through you, Roger, when you have pizza for breakfast and Diet Pepsi?
Pizza for breakfast is so challenge that.
I don't believe you're gonna eat that. I really don't.
But you know, cold pizza is good for your brain in the morning.
Do you believe that?
No.
I don't believe that.
It wasn't even good hot. I don't.
It was terrible, to be honest with you. But it was 3 in the morning pizza.
And it's only, what, 9 now?
Well, time for the next morning loadout. Whose dumbass idea was it to bring the drum riser?
The Road Rockers on the prowl for some pizza tonight. The Road Rockers, we're looking for the pizza tonight. Yeah.
It's beautiful. So we're all loaded up, ready to go, fellas?
Yeah. Like I said, the sun would shine to be a hell of a lot better.
Well, and you're right though, Bobby. It is beautiful. I mean,
Oh, look at it.
by the time people see this on my gig log, it's going to be way already fall back home. But it's what is the date? September
23rd. Like,
September 23rd, and it's already.
and this is easily a month ahead of us.
It seems like it's an entire month ahead. I mean, these trees are almost all the way turned.
Yeah, I
some
mean,
of them.
Let's see, look at that tree way in the
Yeah,
distance
it's
across the yellow tile.
That's really nice.
Nuts.
Yeah.
That's totally wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Got everything want?
Did you grab that toilet paper? Jared paid for it.
Well, you just never know, right?
And it is heavenly soft.
You just never know when you need some PP. You just never know when Wyatt's gonna have to go.
We're just not gonna be somewhere.
Oh, you know when he has to go poop. Is he awake?
Is he awake?
So now it's another
Here we go.
4 hours to the next gig, headed up to the upper peninsula of Michigan. Houghton is the next gig, and like I say, I'm gonna try not to interrupt these, but that was so much fun. As you can tell, we have a great time. We love giving each other a hard time, making fun of each other. It's a blast. That's what we do, especially boys. I don't know if girls do that, but when you get a bunch of guys around each other, we make fun of each other. And there's always the one guy that catches most of the brunt of it, and that's Roger. So we all get to take out our frustrations on Roger, poor guy, and he's a good dude too. But we're heading up to the UP now to do a wedding, so this should be interesting. Here we go.
When you actually get to know him, he's funny as hell too.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Well, let me ask you this. Are we going to be able to see Lake Superior?
I believe so, yeah. We should, yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
Wow. And we're getting more north.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
That's really pretty.
I'm with you, though. I can't believe these trees turn that fast.
Yeah, that's wild. It is really pretty up here, man, but I wouldn't want to live here.
They get so much snow. God, they get so much snow.
Doubt.
They just get dumped on.
Officially in Michigan. Yeah, it's the same. Man, it'd be awesome if a bear just ran across the street.
Oh.
Like, check.
Tell you what.
I mean, if I hit a bear, I would mount.
Well, I'm not talking about hitting one. Does it give you hope, Bobby? Look at Bobby's flexing now. You're so lucky, Jerry, to get to sit next to him.
You guys remember we had a tour bus? That was cool.
Remember the old days, man.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, my camera's not going to pick up how beautiful that is.
No.
That's really pretty. Man, we are way up north. Going to this gas station because Wyatt needs a bag of chips. This is what's up. A lot of chainsaw stuff. Wow. You know you're up north when all the gas stations have chainsaw equipment.
Wow.
You know?
Isn't that crazy?
This is cool. Everywhere. A swirl pop. Roger's wanting a swirl pop. There's pizza.
I'm getting pizza.
Wow. Yeah, my ears are popping already. Going down this hill.
Man, look at that backdrop now.
Wow. Yeah, you can't tell from the video, but we're heading steep downhill there, and it's a valley, and you can see this hill in the back, and my camera's not picking it up at all. If you were there, I know that everybody does this. You video stuff, you go to show people, it doesn't look anything like what you thought it was going to look like, and no sense in even recording it because it's not going to look like that. But what I was seeing out of my eyeballs was a reminder of why I do this, because I would have never seen that view, and you can just see the hill. It's great out back there, and the tree line and going. It is beautiful. I've never been up that far north, and it was gorgeous. Wow. These people see that every day. They're like, whatever.
This is pretty as hell, man.
It is cool. Weird bridge, man.
It's a little like Galena, but you know, this is way better.
This makes Galena look silly.
There's a place to have right here. Yeah.
I guess we should find out where the hell we need to go.
Agreed. Stretch my legs.
Where are they going to be able to dance if they want to dance?
They're gonna move tables after they eat. Yep. Right, I got it.
Do you hear that guy? He said they're going to move the tables after they eat. That's how north we are, fellas. That is how north. Listen, if you can hear it.
Where are they going to be able to dance if they want to dance?
They're gonna move tables after they eat. Yep. Right, I got it.
After they eat. After they eat. Did you hear that? We're north, man. They're speaking different. Okay. I thought that was cool. What happened?
Our rooms were reserved for yesterday. Now they're gone.
Yeah, so we get to the hotel. You know, we get set up pretty much at the venue. We have no idea what's going on. It's a wedding, and we didn't even know what the venue looked like. We didn't know what the stage looked like. We didn't know anything about anything other than we're getting paid pretty good to go to the UP and play a wedding. So we had rooms, but whoever scheduled the rooms scheduled them for the night before we got there. And so we didn't have they're sold out, and we didn't have a hotel room all of a sudden. So we're 9 hours away from home, and we don't have hotel rooms at this point. So I caught the moment that happened right here.
For yesterday. Now they're gone.
What?
I'm in a room right now. Unless she comes up with something else.
That's what's up. It happens. All right, so we didn't have rooms at the hotel that we were just at, so now we're at the Tree Line Lodge.
Jerber's the one who said he's got a shower, man.
Yeah, well, he's been sweating.
You're right. Yeah, that's really weird that they just didn't have the right day on that. What? The wedding's today. Let's go investigate, Jerber. Made a little noise, so that's good.
Oh yeah, man, this is fucking classic.
Edmund Fitzgerald.
Huh. Yeah, it smells like
Yeah, I don't know.
Something.
Smells like something. I don't know what though, to be honest with you.
All right, so we got our hotel rooms. We're back at the venue now, and the wedding party rolls up in all of these Continentals. Check this out. Pretty cool.
Fucking shindig.
Yeah, it is.
Ain't it?
It's a shindig, all right.
Wow.
These are Lincolns, right? They're all Lincolns?
Yes, sir. Continental.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's time to play. We waited. They fed us. We waited for the whole introduction thing. We didn't know who was DJing this thing, who was talking, how we had to set. It was just weird. It was a weird set. We didn't know when we were starting. We didn't get to start until, I think, 10:30. We thought we'd be done by 11, but we didn't start until 10:30. So it went a little longer than we thought, and good time, though. Check this out.
Alright guys, we're gonna have a good time on the side. Come on!
Okay, real quick, that stage, now that I'm remembering this, that stage, everything was stable. You know the folding tables, the plastic kind of things? That's what the stage felt like. It was made of plastic like that, like it was folding tables or whatever all lined up, but it wasn't. It's a real stage. It's just more for like maybe somebody to stand up and do an auction. I don't know, because when I was standing up there, the whole thing kind of did this, and the lights, you could see the lights were moving, and like if you set down a drink, they would shake on my side. But then again, I'm a 250-pound man in cowboy boots up there jumping around and moving. And every time I moved, everything just kind of did this. And it got kind of iffy there for a second. But I remember that happening and whatever. So that was interesting. Oh yeah, that dude. I want to talk about that dude. We had. I've never played in a country band that has a fiddle player, right? But that dude at the wedding, he was announcing stuff and he was playing acoustic. He did an acoustic set before we played, and he was really good, and he did a great job. But he also, his thing is playing fiddle. He's a fiddle player, and I had mentioned, man, it'd be cool that we have some songs with fiddle in it. And he's like, I'll go get my fiddle right now. And I'm like, well, And Wyatt, it was okay. And so dude drove 40 minutes or something like that to go get his fiddle. Brings it back, brings his whole rig. He's got an electric fiddle and a pedal board and everything. He got up and jammed with us and played some songs. I don't know if I caught that or not, but it looks like I skipped it here. But he was really good. It was cool. And then the whole rest of the night, he was just sitting there waiting to play. You know, and I'm like, dude, that dude really wants to play. And he got up and he ripped it, man. We did Devil Went Down to Georgia and stuff. It was a lot of fun. So good job, dude. I don't have any idea what's happening here at all. So don't ask me.
You tried.
All right.
You tried Taffy for the first time. What was it like?
It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah, because I had a cloudy, rainy fucking day ruining my day. Next thing I know, Roger's like, here.
Have some Taffy.
It was bright orange, and I thought, I like that fucking color. I chew it. It's just, oh, yeah, I told you before, I didn't have word for you.
First, real quick, Jerry Bear.
Jerry, you ready to drive like a grandpa?
Yep. Jerry Bear.
Hey, that lady was cool.
Who?
Which the lady that reimbursed us?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, very cool.
She's like, God damn, it's my
Oh, she
fault.
was. Oh, no, she was good.
She was great.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Tonight was fun.
Yeah, it was
fun.
It was
Hey,
fun.
good people, you know.
Oh, fuck.
They just want to have fun.
Man, we are north.
So now it's a 8 or 9 hour drive home from the UP, and man, that's a long way to go in a pickup truck with the band crammed in it. You know, we missed the bus at this point, because then you can at least stretch out, lay down in the bunk or something, and take turns driving, whatever. But I don't know why I got to sit in the front pretty much the whole trip, so I was pretty comfortable. I like talking to Wyatt. I might be annoying when we travel because I won't shut up. I'm the one that they put in the front seat most of the time because I want to talk the whole time. That's what I do. I keep people awake. That's my job. So I sat in the front most of the time, and I don't mind it. But 9 hour ride home. So it seemed like every time we stopped, we'd say like how much longer, and it was always 4 hours. We got 4 hours left, guys.
It's not looking bad.
Little Culvers.
Yeah.
Sorry, man, I'm doing a fucking movie.
So that's Wyatt's pet peeve, when you roll down the window in the back. You know how when you do that and your ears like start to flutter and it gets weird? I was back there trying to get a good shot of the trees, so I was rolling the window down. And Wyatt kept looking over like, you know, what are you doing? I'm like, making a movie. Sorry about this. And then, you know, was it worth it? Probably not. Sorry, Wyatt. I mean, that's what I do. Try to keep everybody on their toes.
Michigan-Wisconsin border here.
Yeah, it's good to know that there's jagoffs everywhere.
It's very beautiful up north. Perfect time of year to be up here too. Everything's so pretty. The store. Do 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 do. Hey, that's totally unimpressive, you ninny.
I know.
Quit being a ninny.
Try to take a piss, you know.
How you doing, Jared?
They're changing as much.
Yeah, but still really pretty, man. Jesus.
Sounded like art there, Bob. It's like, this is so pretty.
Yeah.
The little lights are twinkling.
I mean, we've gone far enough south now to where it's like,
Yeah, no, I know. You're right.
nuts.
drove all day, and we were getting close. I think we were at Dubuque when I took that shot, but so there you have it, episode 15. I couldn't wait to get this one out, and I know nobody cares about these things but me and you, but it's an elite little club that we have here, with so many things going on that you can watch that are 10 seconds of somebody driving their bike into a wall or whatever it is. Thank you for taking the time to watch the gig logs. I know that the people that watch these really love them, and the people that don't, well, they don't know what they're missing, do they? But you can't force people to like your thing, so I'll do it as long as I can. Like I said, this might be one of the last ones. I don't know. It depends. Again, though, I appreciate all of you who click on it and watch this thing. It's a lot of fun, and without the interaction or the views or whatever, it wouldn't be worth doing. So say something to me, comment on it. When you see it on Facebook, share it with your friends that you might think will think it's funny or be entertained by it in some way. I mean, sometimes we're just looking for something to watch. It's like, well, Brian's gig logs are kind of stupid, let's watch that. I mean, you're basically watching somebody's dreams die here, Who would have ever thought that I'd be 50 years old playing in a country rock band, playing all the time? I don't know. Not me. So this is an adventure. Thanks for joining me. 0 to 100 miles an hour in a country rock band, the Dirt Road Rockers, episode 15. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Right here, when you decided that you